Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. So, talking about the market yesterday, the most important thing to note was the institutional buying. Yes, the FIS have finally again bought, though for a small sum, but then it was, of course, absolutely important to see that. So, we've been seeing that of late, they've been on a continuous selling mode after a big buying in the past few months. But then yesterday, finally, they have bought, and that too on a crucial day when yesterday we had discussed about the important part in the US. There was NVIDIA results. So NVIDIA results were something in focus. Of course, I'll talk about a little later. But then in India specific, there is nothing much, but except for the everything was global yesterday that we had spoken about. And one important thing, if you remember, was that I have been telling you the markets have been kind of going nowhere. But then yesterday, finally, we could see some real positivity. So that was something on a positive side, I would say. But then this is happening just one day before expiry. That is kind of a little confusing. And the next important thing to be looking at is this weekend, there is this Jackson Hole Symposium happening in the US. So these are few things which is kind of, not giving confidence on why this bullishness should continue at this point of time. But of course, one thing is for sure, we are not going to fall much more. Probably, at least the bottom is something very close, and I don't see a big fall further at this point of time unless something really negative turns out at the Jackson Hole Symposium. So Indian markets are actually showing the strength, the resilience in holding on at this point of time is something really good. So that is something that we could be looking at. But then, of course, there are some bad news as well locally. That was, of course, the geo financial stocks are hitting lower circuit on a daily basis. So yesterday also it was on lower circuit. So however, the holding is very low. So I'm kind of holding it at this point of time. But I don't see any value at this point of time. But seriously, it is only showing because a lot of index, ETFs happening right now. And once it is out of the index, all those index holdings will actually exit, and that's exactly why probably people are just scared and exiting out of it. So there is no fundamental reasons why the stock is falling. So nothing really bad about the company or something, but then it is just a temporary reason is what I feel. Apart from that, if you look at one important thing, Qatar, I think, is bringing some investment to Reliance. That's in news. So if that is happening today, there will be some focus on Reliance. Let's see how things go. So they are looking to add about 1% into Reliance as something they say. That's something, of course, big for Reliance. For size of Reliance, it's actually big. So that is something also in focus at this point of time. So now coming to US market, the US market opened, green, and then it went up and closed in the green. Of course, Nvidia also during the market hours went up by almost 3%, but then the results came much better than expected, and those lines could see Nvidia actually coming out, going up after market up by almost 9%. So of course I'm really happy because of course I'm also a shareholder in Nvidia, and I'm sitting already with about 240% profit now. With this 9% plus, I should be closing. I'm closing to 250% there. So that is something which is good at this point of time. But I don't know how long this euphoria will stay. Probably I should be booking some profit in a couple of months. So that's on the view. So that's about it. Right now, global markets are kind of settled. Indian markets have also settled. So at this point of time, I am expecting the markets to not see a big rally, but of course, consolidation is what I am expecting. So that is something that we could be looking at. Coming to the market today, we might see a small gap up opening, but then will it sustain is a big question, because yesterday also we've seen a major resistance at 17,450 to 500 range. So this is something which needs to be looked at. If Nifty can close the day above 19,500, that could be a kind of positive thing for the market at this point of time. So that's it for now. Wishing you all a good expiry, and of course looking forward to a good day in the market today. So wishing you all a great day ahead. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off, but before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. And if you just want to invest and make money with the right suggestions and guidance, you can connect with us at MPI Invest, and all you need to do is send us a WhatsApp message on the number mentioned here in this call. Right? So that's it for now. Goodbye.